What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Los Blancos Fan TV. And Real Madrid have won 2-1 versus Real Sociedad. After, let's be honest around here, a little bit lucky from Real Madrid with the VAR situations going on there. But Real Madrid are now top of the league, have taken over Barcelona after they drew yesterday to Sevilla. And now Real Madrid are top of the league, level with Barcelona on points. But they go on top of them, so that was what I was worried about in the preview. I'm tired of Real Madrid bottling it. I'm tired of Real Madrid, when Barcelona dropping points, Real Madrid also dropped points. This time around, they took advantage and they got the job done. It's all about just winning now. That's what it's all about. Just winning the games, getting through, and that's what Real Madrid did today. First half a little bit cagey. Really not pretty boring first half. It was just passing it around. Real Sociedad has some of the ball, but they just lack quality in the final third. Real Madrid again with the crossing. I don't know what's up with Zidane and his crossing. Continuing crossing the ball all the time. That didn't really work out. But second half was a little bit better without Vinicius. He gave Real Madrid that outlet. His carrying of the ball is very, very good, Vinicius. It's just that his final ball it's just not that great. But he got the penalty. Was it soft? A little bit soft, but clearly the guy held him back a little bit. And the guy that gave away the penalty for Real Sociedad was pretty stupid for doing that. For guys, experience, you don't hold your hand out and just try to stop Vinicius. I know Vinicius gets a shot away, but he brings it down, makes contact. It's got to be a penalty. Ramos scores it, becomes an all-time leading goal scorer in terms of a defender in La Liga history, I believe, today with that penalty. Puts Real Madrid 1-0 up. And then you're thinking, all right, now Real Sociedad has to come out, and Real Madrid's going to hit on the counterattack. But Real Sociedad actually did score. They scored from the corner kick. It was like a corner kick routine. Januzaj scored bottom corner, but Real Madrid got a little bit lucky. One of the Real Sociedad players offside. He's quote unquote blocking Courtois' view, even though when back in that he even touched it, and so that was not a goal. I'm not sure what the rule is there. But VAR said there's no goal, so it's no goal. A couple of minutes later, more VAR controversy. Got Valverde doing very, very well on the right-hand side, crossing into Benzema. Benzema breaks it down. Look, was it a handball? Possibly, but it might have been a handball. But Benzema takes it very, very well, cuts inside, and puts it in the back of the net. Makes it 2-0 to Real Madrid. Pretty much puts the game to bed right there. Obviously, Real Sociedad got a goal back from a cross and whatnot, but Real Madrid got the job done in the end. That's what it's all about. Got the 3 points today. Now you move on to Mallorca in midweek, who are not a great team. Mallorca, Real Sociedad are a good team. They're better than Valencia in terms of before lockdown. Post lockdown, Real Sociedad have not been that good. They still won a game post lockdown, but they're still competing for that top 4 position. Real Madrid are, of course, competing for the title position. But that was probably the hardest test today. The first away game as well, away from home. And also, it was in terms of the best team in terms of position in the league. Because Valencia were 7th. Eibar were like 16th, post-lockdown. And Real Sociedad were, 5th or 6th place before Real Madrid played them today. So, probably the hardest game Real Madrid have had to play since lockdown started. But Real Madrid just has to get through that game. Just get through it. First game away from home. And just get the 3 points. Professional job. And just move on to Mallorca. And today, Zidane actually did shuffle the pack. I did see it an hour before the game. I think it was Marco Ruiz, who's a Tier 1 source. He said that Zidane's going to shuffle the pack. He's going to rotate the players a little bit. He started James Rodriguez. I was very, very surprised by that. He also started Vinicius Jr. Very, very surprised by that as well. Eden Hazard did not even feature for a minute today. Obviously, he just came back from injury, Hazard. And he doesn't want to play him too much. I thought Asensio would play today, but Asensio only came on as a substitute. And he did pretty well when he came on. Zidane doesn't want to risk them players. Understandable. So obviously James played. James was just, I thought he was kind of non-existent at times. Passing and ticking it, I guess. Not doing much, really. Vinicius, though, when he came in, I thought Vinicius provided the outlet for Real Madrid for me. He was the most dangerous player, the most, that player that just could give us the outlet, you know, just for that pace. He carries the ball very, very well, Vinicius. Carries the ball very, very well. It's just that end product, just that lack of composure in the final third for me at times. But he got the penalty today. He got the penalty. He was a threat with his pace, with his pace burned some of their defenders really, really well today. We needed some of that pace today, and we needed Vinicius today. So that was a good change by Zidane today. But yeah, Real Madrid says Varane best center back in the world. Varane today was colossus. Him, Ramos, Casemiro, that spine right there. I thought they did very, very well today. Vinicius was great. I agree. I thought he was probably a contender for man of the match. I really do think he was probably one of the only players in the first half who really gave that bright spark that, all right, he looks like the player that's going to cause the most amount of damage. James was so bad. Well, yeah, he was. I didn't see James throughout the whole game. I didn't see him. I hardly saw James Rodriguez throughout the game. Came at the right wing. He's not really a right winger. I mean, I don't think he is. He's more of a number 10. But, for a guy that wants to solidify his place in the first team, I don't know if he still wants to solidify in his spot in the first team. I don't know if he wants to leave. But today, he didn't prove himself. So, next game, he's probably going to get benched again. Probably someone else will have to come in. Probably Rodrigo might have to come in next game against Mallorca. Clearly, Gareth Bale's not going to play. He didn't play again today. So that's a situation where James Rodriguez he's just not proving himself out there. So next game against Mallorca, we'll have to see someone else. Sihab Ahmed says, why didn't Hazard play? I think just because he doesn't want to. Obviously these players have had the longest break they'll ever have in their career, and Hazard's had an injury-prone season. I don't think Zidane wants to play him too much. He wants to play him, 60 minutes there, 70 minutes there. He doesn't want to injure him because we know Hazard has had a very, very injury, compiling season. Loads of injuries this season for Eden Hazard. He doesn't want to put him too many minutes. He doesn't want to play him every single game. But today I wouldn't have rotated Hazard because Real Sociedad is the best team. Mallorca not a very, very good team for the next game. Maybe rotate there more instead of today. But today Zidane got away with it. He got away with this. Vinicius provided an outlet, but he doesn't want to risk Hazard too much. Just like Asensio, he doesn't want to risk Asensio too much. He's not playing him too much because he just came back from a major injury, and Hazard hasn't played for a very, very long time. Took for a very long time. So that's a situation there for Hazard. Siab Ahmed says, does the Ramos injury look serious? I mean, obviously we saw that they wrapped it in ice. I don't think it should be too bad. I mean, Sergio Ramos, I don't think it would be too bad. But of course, Zidane is probably going to update us on that. But today he did become the all-time leading defender in terms of goals. So, but I think he'll be fine. He hobbled up a knee injury. We'll see, I guess. I'm not so sure. I'm not a medical doctor or anything. We'll just have to wait for an update on the Ramos situation. But I thought Ramos was good today. He scored a penalty, of course. For his partner Varane, I thought was absolutely fantastic today, winning everything in the air and stuff like that. Carvajal did well as well. I thought defensively on the attacking side of things, not as well. I thought Real Madrid's crossing the first half was not very, very good. I don't understand this whole crossing thing with Zidane. Always crossing the ball, always. It never works. The crossing just never works. So I think we need to stop doing that. We need to stop doing the crossing thing and just play some decent football. That's what we need to do. In terms of midfield, that Valverde was very, very good. Valverde did a very, very good job. Especially for that Benzema goal. I thought for that Benzema goal, he did very, very well. And throughout the game, I thought Valverde did very, very well. So yeah, Borussia, of course, Football TV is a good win for you guys. Top of the league. Above Barcelona after they dropped points yesterday, so that's always good news. Rage Quit says it was just a knock. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's probably gonna be back next game. Ramos is a warrior. Ramos is gonna come back. I mean, seriously, he's just that type of guy. Russia Core Full TV says Barcelona will lose to Bilbao. Again, we have to make our prayers. I made the prayers for Barcelona to lose to Sevilla, but they lost. They drew to Sevilla. I was praying that they would lose, but they drew, so it's good enough. Roma still got the 3 points today, and they better lose to the Bilbao. Inaki Williams for Bilbao needs to step up. He needs to score against them, and all them guys. Hopefully, Barcelona drops some more points, and Real Madrid can continue with the momentum they do have right now. They do have them right now. Hala Madrid says we need to fit Vinny and Hazard in a diamond. I mean, can you explain how you're gonna do that? I don't know what. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna do that. Maybe put Hazard up top with Vinicius, or is Benzema gonna be dropped for you, or what? What's gonna happen there? Molson says cross and inshallah. I agree with you, especially that first half. I mean, it wasn't great. I'm really annoyed with the crosses. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. We still think that Ronaldo's there. Ronaldo's not there anymore to head the balls in the back of the net anymore. You don't have a guy that can jump around a meter to score the goals. You don't have that anymore. They need to do more intricate stuff than that. Rage Quit says Carvajal needs to rest and play Militao or Mendy in his place. Well, Carvajal, I mean, can he get a rest? I mean, Mendy I thought he was poor against Eibar when he came on for Carvajal at halftime. Mendy's just on a right back. He did well at left back last game against Valencia. He's still left back in the end, Mendy. I don't think he can play. But I do think Carvajal needs a rest, but who else is there? Can Militao really play a right back? Again, you're doing, the whole round pegs for square holes sort of thing. You're putting, makeshift defenders to wrong positions. I don't want to be taking risks like that for me. You know what? Carvajal just has to play, unfortunately. There's no one else. Vasquez was supposed to play right back when Carvajal's supposed to get a rest, but he's injured. So Zidane's kind of out of options. And does he really want to risk that right back position? If Militao or Mendy play there, it could be a risk. It could be a risk. Han Madrid says, who's the player of the season? Benzema, Casemiro, Varane. Let me know in the comments. Who's your player of the season? For me, boy, that's a hard one. But the three of them have been so good, especially in that spine. They're a spine to team, Benzema, Casemiro, and Varane. I thought Varane was colossus today. Casemiro was very, very good today. Benzema was good, but overall, throughout the whole season, I would have to say Varane. I thought because Benzema's been good, but from the start of the new year to the lockdown, he wasn't that good. Benzema, he was not that good. Casemiro was good. I would say between Casemiro and Varane for me, because also Real Madrid had the best defense in the league. So you have to give it to one of the defenders as well for that. You have to give him credit, big credit to the defense of Real Madrid, conceding only 21 goals this season in 30 games. That's a good record. Russia Football Court TV says Inaki scores 2 against Barcelona. I hope so. Siab Ahmed says, should Bale and Vasquez leave this summer? I think so. Bale should leave. Him and Zidane they clearly have problems. I mean, let's be real out here. They've had problems for a long, long time now. All he does is play golf, and that's all he does. Just sits on the bench, earns £600,000 a week, plays golf. That's about it. So for me, I would get rid of Bale. Who's going to pay his wages? No one is. No one's going to buy Gareth Bale. Real Madrid are stuck with Gareth Bale. That's a fact. Unless someone pays his wages and pays some kind of transfer fee. Because also, with the whole pandemic going on right now, people are losing money. Clubs are losing money. So who's going to be able to afford Gareth Bale's wages? Nobody. And his agent has come out multiple times saying that Bale's happy at Madrid and he wants to see out his contract at Real Madrid. So clearly, I mean, Real Madrid are stuck with Gareth Bale. Vasquez, for me, what is he now, 27? He's not a first-teamer. I don't think he's Real Madrid quality. I don't really rate him that highly, to be honest. If I had the opportunity to, I'd probably get rid of him. But he is a good impact substitution. He's had impacts before. We shouldn't just dismiss Vasquez like that. But if you can bring a higher quality player than Vasquez, I would definitely do so and get rid of him. Barista Core Football TV said they should have lost to Sevilla. I don't know. I didn't watch the game, so maybe they could have. Tim Johansson says Casemiro player of the season. You know what? Definitely a contender. Him and Varane for me. Probably the two contenders for me. Those two guys. I went slightly with Varane because he's part of a defense that has the least goals conceded. But then again, you can't have the best defense of the season if you have a proper specialist CDM. So Casemiro he's had a big part, but he's also suspended for the next game. Casemiro he's suspended for the next game. I think he's had today was his 10th yellow card this season. So he's suspended for the next game, and without Casemiro, Real Madrid, I've seen Real Madrid without Casemiro, and it's not the same Real Madrid for sure. So we'll see how Real Madrid deal with that against Mallorca next game. Nimpu Chalma says, hi, what's up, bro? Rich Quid says, if Reguilon just scored, I don't know what happened in that game, but I was just happy they drew the game, Barcelona. If Reguilon should have scored, freaking Reguilon, bro, you should have scored, bro. You're for Real Madrid, man. You're one of ours. Should have scored, man. Hala Madrid says, yeah, true. Benz had a few bad spells. Yeah, he did. But he gets the goals. How many goals has he had this season now? 17? That's a decent amount of goals. Decent amount of goals for Benzema. The only person behind Benzema is Sergio Ramos. I think Sergio Ramos like 8 goals this season in the league. I think we need someone that is in the 15 zone. You know, someone competing with Benzema for that top scorer spot. I think Real Madrid do need that kind of player. Hopefully Hazard becomes that kind of player that scores more goals, because Benzema right now is the only real talisman on Real Madrid. But he's had a few bad spells, but he's been very, very, very good. Very, very good. Stepped up on many occasions. Stepped up again today, you know, with that goal. I know it's, you know, controversial a little bit. Stuck his arm a little bit. Benzema controlled his arm right there. But the control is very good, and he scored the goal. Also, against Valencia, that second goal for Benzema was just, I mean, it was a world-class goal. That was a world-class goal. He still hasn't lost his touch. For me, he still gets too much criticism, Benzema, but he's still a top-quality player for me. I really do. Niput Chadma says, will Harry Kane be as good a replacement for Benzema? No. Well, Harry Kane is just a different type of striker to Benzema. Benzema's more of a link guy. But Harry Kane's a good striker. He needs service. But Harry Kane's become injury prone for the past couple seasons. He's only had, how many goals has he had this season? Like 11. I guess he's playing for a Spurs side that they're not very, very good. He was invisible against this weekend. Like when Tottenham played this, I think it was on Friday. Tottenham played. He was non-existent. I didn't see him throughout the whole game. So for me, Benzema's the guy. He's still the guy to go with. And Harry Kane, just too much money. Too much money. I don't want Real Madrid. A waste of money for me. Shihab Ahmed says, will Courtois win Zamora? I mean, he has to. Surely, if Real Madrid defense continues and Courtois' form continues, I think he could. Absolutely. Real Madrid's defense is fantastic. They keep clean sheets. Courtois has been making loads of saves for the past couple of months, so I think he can do it. He has to do it. Courtois has to do it this season. We know that at the beginning of the season, Courtois wasn't very good. Last season, Courtois was very good, but he's bounced back. He's bounced back very, very good, and he's made some great saves, some crucial saves, especially against Valencia. He made some really good saves that game. Happy for Courtois. Research Core Football TV says Sevilla should have scored 3 against Barcelona. Freaking Sevilla, man. Freaking Sevilla. Where Barcelona play next? Bilbao. They better punish them. They better punish them, guys. We need to win that title. That title needs to come to Madrid again. Tired of Barcelona winning it. Tired of it. Real Madrid says, I pray Zidane don't take risk against Mallorca right back. I pray too. I know Carvajal probably needs a rest. He is going to need a rest soon because you're playing games every 3 days. It's a lot of games for Carvajal. It's a lot of games, but I think you're just going to have to stick with it. He's going to have to stick with it unless you're going to put a makeshift right back, you know, and maybe Mendy there. We saw Mendy wasn't very good as Eibar when he came on at right back. When Roger came back from lockdown, can Militao really play at right back? Not so sure. You're not going to put Ramos or Varane there. Marcelo, is he going to play right back? I don't think so. You just have to stay with Carvajal right now until Vasquez comes back. And even then, are you going to put Vasquez at right back? I'm not so sure, so just stick with Carvajal as long as you can. Seriously. Kind of a desperate situation there. But Nimpu Chadma says, if you were the France manager, who would be your defensive duo? Boy, it has to be Varane and Laporte. Yours is as well? Yep, I agree with that. I think that's probably the best one. Mönchengladbach or Dortmund? I don't know. So, Dortmund, I don't know, probably Akanji and who was that? I forgot I forgot their center, but one of them definitely Akanji's got to go in there. I think Akanji and I forget who their other center back options are. Hummels, there we go. Hummels got to be in there as well. Akanji and Hummels for Dortmund. Yeah, but we move on. Move on to Mallorca on. When are we playing Mallorca for crying out loud? Wednesday. Real Madrid played Mallorca. Mallorca, they're not a great team. Let's be honest. They're not as good as Sociedad. They're not as good as Valencia. They're not as good as Eibar either. They are 18th place right now, Mallorca. 18th place. This will be, on paper, the easiest game Real Madrid have had to play since lockdown. The easiest game so far. And I think it's going to be at home as well. It's going to be at the Alfredo Stefano Stadium. So I think Real Madrid will win the next game, to be honest. But today was a good win. A little bit of luck with the VAR, but still got away with the win. Win for Real Madrid, top of the league, and hopefully Bilbao can do a job on Barcelona. If Real Madrid can keep up the momentum and get the 3 points against Mallorca and keep up the winning streak, the positivity going around Real Madrid right now with the goals and stuff like. Hopefully Benzema can keep up the form as well. So yeah, Hala Madrid says play Carvajal until Vasquez or Nacho come back. Militao right back versus Betis was a nightmare. There we go, exactly. Actually, McCoon says, what was that VAR for Real Sociedad? I mean, I don't know which one there was two situations. Obviously, Januzaj scored that goal. Basically, what was claimed was that there was a guy that was offside for Real Sociedad on that goal, and it was blocking Courtois' view of the ball. So the guy that was in offside position was blocking quote-unquote blocking Courtois' view from the ball, so he couldn't save it because he was blocking his view and he was in offside position. I mean, I don't know what that rule is. I've never heard that rule, but they disallowed it, even though to me it looked like a clean goal, but that guy was offside. I guess that's the rule for VAR, I guess. So I guess that's what it is. America is a party island, says Nimkun Sharma. I mean, come on. Gotta score goals against them guys. Do you think they deserved it? I mean, whatever the rule is, I don't know the rules about that, but the rule is the rule, I guess. The rule is the rule. That's all I'm going to say. Rahiv Thomas says, Mallorca are fighting for their life in the league. I repeat, cannot underestimate them. That's true. You're right, Rahiv Thomas. They are fighting for their lives. Everyone that's fighting for the title, top four, relegation battle, those are the teams that you have to watch out for the most. Maybe. You were right. Yeah, make a good point right there, Rahiv. You cannot underestimate them. You cannot take them too lightly. Like Real Madrid did against Eibar in the second half, that's unacceptable. We cannot be having that kind of performance, so that needs to... Real Madrid have to keep up the momentum, play every game like a cup final. Like Zidane said, every game like a cup final. That's what they need to do. Nipucha Armas does. Iramendi deserves to be part of the Spain squad for the Euros next year. I haven't seen much of Iramendi, to be honest. I really haven't, but I wasn't really the biggest fan of him at Real Madrid. I really wasn't. So I'm sure Spain have better options at Iramendi at center midfield. I mean, you have what? I mean, obviously Busquets is probably going to get in there still. Maybe, is he retired? I'm not so sure. I don't think so. I think there's better options for Spain than Iramendi. Seriously, I think so. There's better options out there. Actually, McCoon says, well, let's hope we maintain this momentum. Hope Ramos is okay. I think he'll be fine. I think just a knock. Hopefully Zidane, updates this as just a knock. He's probably in the next game. We've seen Real Madrid without Ramos before in the Champions League. It's kind of a disaster. It is a disaster. He's a leader. He brings out that fighting spirit, and we need him for the next couple of games. Michael Lemming says, do you think we'll win the league? I mean, you never know, obviously. I know Real Madrid have dropped points before when Barcelona have also dropped points. But I think with the momentum going on right now with Eden Hazard coming back, Asensio back, Benzema looks like he's firing goals again. You got Vinicius playing well today. Cruz is playing well. Casemiro is playing well. I think Real Madrid have got more of a chance of winning the league than Barcelona do. Barcelona, they have Messi, but I think I just like that cutting edge for me. Barcelona they just rely on Messi too much, and for me, I think Real Madrid more of a collective unit. I think Real Madrid will get through it. They have enough quality for me to win that league. I think so. I'll put my money on it. Real Madrid will win the league this year. I think so. It's gonna go to the end. It is gonna go to the end because Barcelona also have Atletico Madrid to play. They still have Atletico Madrid to play, so and they're a hard defense to break through. They are a hard defense to break through. So I think Real Madrid will win this league. But that's for today, guys. Good win. Got the job done today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, Real Madrid will win the next game against Mallorca. I'll do a preview for that as well. Thanks for watching. Peace.